Pepsi. When the fuck is Smoko? Now it is Smoko. Oh shit. Okay. Hello, internet. Thank you for finding this video and or I don't know, watching it. If I had linked to it on various social medias that I still occasionally use, mainly little blue birds that flap. But thank you. First off, thank you and welcome. Welcome and thank you. Thank you and welcome. My name is Brenton, and I'm currently on Smoko, which is what these videos are going to be called, Smoko, because we live in Australia. It is a uniquely Australian idea that happens in various industries, mainly building, construction, manufacturing, where there were a lot of smokers. And so your morning tea would just be like fucking beverage, smoke, and yeah, just unwind for 10-15 minutes before you go back to work for the rest of the day. But yeah, that's what this video series is going to be about. It's going to be sort of a daily vloggy look into, you know, what I'm doing, how I'm feeling, and any shit I randomly want to talk about for the next 10-15 minutes. Yeah, Smoko. Having a Smoko. Relaxing, unwinding, taking time out of life. Life is paused. All the shit out there is paused. And it's just me talking to a camera, which right now is my phone. Hopefully, you know, who knows what could happen. I can convince someone to give me some chunking DSLR for no particular reason. But yeah, this is Smoko. This is like the level of chilled is off the meter. The level of off the cuffness is off the meter. There was no scripts. There was no. This is of course pre-recorded, but you know I'm trying to cut down the editing to less as possible because I really can't edit videos yet. Keyword here yet. But that's about it. That's the. What is this video? This is Smoko. This is self-reflection. This is vlogs. This is conversations. This is whatever the fuck I want it to be. But I'm calling it Smoko because it's 10-15 minutes long. Beverage and smoking is involved. Why the fuck not? Also, swearing is gonna happen a lot. Because, you know, I'm a pirate. Yar. But so yeah, I think I've covered what this video is. Who I am is my name is Brenton. I don't know if I've said that before. I probably have. Go via the name Braticus online. It sounds quite epic. I hope. It probably doesn't. It sounds really try-hardy. But it was a nickname given to me by an old friend. Back at a previous place of employment. Because weirdly, there was like 3 Brentons that worked at this one place. So fuck, we all descended into nicknames. Mine was Braticus, because, you know, I think there was a rep, 300 just came out, and everyone was like trying to be Spartans. I have no idea, but you know what it's like with nicknames. People just call you something, you're like, yeah, fuck it, why not? Keep going, man. It works. So that's what I'll be online. Sort of loosely associated, I think, as the term. I haven't really talked about this sort of shit with him a lot, but sort of tacked on to Aaronn like some sort of weird occasional sponge, because believe it or not, like the guy is helping me get out of my little rut hole thing by, you know, getting me to go to events where I meet things like get NVIDIA t-shirts and go to various conventions like Oz Comic Con and hopefully PAX and other glorious events like that. See what else is in the schedule for next year. Hopefully more cool things. Stay tuned. But yeah. So hopefully, as I'm saying this, as well with this sort of YouTube series, which is Smoko, there's going to be, hopefully, I keep saying hopefully a lot, because I've been sort of thinking and trying to do this for the last, I don't know, like 3.5, 4 years. But it's the thing where you keep putting it off. And like the first one is the hardest to do. So this is the first one. So it's awkward as fuck, I know, right? But yes, soon I want to start Twitch streaming, because I've jumped on Aaronn streams a few times. Check him out. He's keep it classy. I might link him in the description. I've been on his YouTube channel a few times. Him and Gabe doing some random shit, playing some games. And then, yeah, so I want to sort of start streaming myself under my own little thing, which is, the Twitch channel is KEC_Bradicus. I will definitely, hopefully, if I can figure out how, remember, first video, in the description below, wherever it is, the doobly-doo, on certain videos, remember, internet. But, yeah, so stay tuned for those kinds of things. Because, yeah, this is all sort of things that I've thought of that I'm like, yeah, I can fucking talk and play games. I've been doing that since, yeah, origin story time, right, people? So, one of my favorite things to ask people in a conversation is, how did you get into video games? Like, how did you discover this glorious form of entertainment is for you, that you had this itch and the games would scratch it. And my origin story was, we were living in a New South Wales town called Tamworth. We'd only just moved over, I think. It was about 6 or so months. Like, time zones are foggy when you're, like, trying to think back when you're, like, 5. So, I think this was about right. I could ask my parents, but I can't be bothered. So, I had, like, terrible coordination. I still kind of do. I'm tripping over everything. I'm dropping shit. Like, I'm, like, not coordinated at all. It's really bad. Like, it's probably half why I'm, like, I enjoy games, but I'm not very good at them. It's probably, if you've seen me play, like, it's why I like my big, opening, sandboxy things. So I can sit there and be like, look, all the activities I can do, and then sort of chop down a tree, But back to the origin story. So I'm like 4.5, 5-ish. Maybe 5. That. And my parents are a little bit worried, because they're like the kid, like, he's uncoordinated, he's got terrible hand-eye coordination, like, how is he gonna succeed in life? Like, how do we correct these problems? So they go to the doc, and the doc's like, yo dudes, here's some research. I don't know if there was research involved or not, but the doc was like, get him a Nintendo, because they're looking at the screen and then, like, playing with the buttons will increase his hand-eye coordination and make things better. I'm like, I didn't know this, I'm like doing kid things. So lo and behold, I get a Super Nintendo. It was super duper. I got games I can remember. Super Star Wars, first one, love that game so much. The Super Mario All Stars collection, which was like the remakes of the original Mario Brothers for the NES, on Super NES, and Yoshi's Island. So good stuff. And yeah, so that's like the origin story of where I started playing video games. The Super Nintendo started it all. And it was very much via for the TV, the control of the TV, because we only had one TV at the time. So it was like, the sister wanted to watch TV, I want to play video games, which was, led to my sister watching me play a lot. So I don't know, I was actually better than her. So this is the yardstick of siblings. It was in my house. Most games you had 3 save files, right? A, B, and C. Of course, me being Brenton, I'm gonna pick file B. It's my name. Why wouldn't you pick file B? So it was B. One of my lights just died. So it was B. My sister was C, because she was the last. And file A was my mum. Which, lo and behold, she got quite into the games. Which I think is also sort of shaped my gaming history, because, file A was mum, B was me, C was sister. I think about a yearish after I got my Super Nintendo for my birthday. I think I was 6. No, 6 was Pokemon. I think 6 was Pokemon. Dates, man. I'm terrible with dates. And time. But cool stories keep coming. So Mum was really good, right? And there's those early games, just killing it, absolutely destroying it. And I got a Game Boy, for, I think it was a Christmas or a birthday. I think it might have been Christmas. And what Mum had done was, because, when you've got someone with a high skill of gaming capacity, maybe that's the word I'm looking for, but someone with higher gaming skill in the house, the temptation of, hey man, can you do this bit, comes quite high. So Mum, getting kind of over, like, hey, how did you do this bit, how did you do this, whatever, decided to, for my Game Boy, I got Super Mario Land 3, I think it was called, or 4, but Wario Island, right, the first black and white one on the original Game Boy. Really, really good game, man, because, it was all the Mario, and I was like, Wario, with all the different hats. It was killer. And what Mum had done is clocked file A. Clocked file A in Wario. I got Donkey Kong Country, clocked that file, completely 100%. So at any one time, I could go back through file A and be like, oh, I want to play this level. I want to play this level. And I sort of had that freedom. So it was cool. And I think I still remember that, and it's still like a big thing. And yeah, like I still have. I don't actually have that Game Boy anymore because it got very trashed. Ants, I think, invaded it one time. But I still have the Game Boy I had before that, which technically wasn't mine. Was my dad's best man at his wedding, my Uncle Vince. How you have those family friends that aren't related to you at all, but you just call them uncle or auntie. Maybe it was a thing I inherited from being a Kiwi, but I don't know. It's a family thing. But yeah, he was best man at my dad's wedding, Uncle Vince, and he was a bit of a nerd. And he had a Game Boy, and he wasn't sort of using it anymore. And I had, at the time, I thought it was the bee's knees. I had one of those like 24-in-1 brick games. I was obsessed with that. So he sort of just gave me this, and yeah, I've still got that, and had a few letters scratched off it, so it wasn't a Game Boy, it was Amiibo. I still get the lols, but yeah, that's a little bit of my sort of gaming origin. The console years, as I like to call them, and my sort of where my love affair with Nintendo sort of began. Well, shit, man, it's like been almost 15 minutes. I've got tons of drink left, tons of smoke left. Smoke is almost finished, man. So I guess, well, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow then. Peace.